All right, so what's up, everybody? It's your boy Caliboy back with another episode. This is episode 2. If you haven't seen episode 1, make sure y'all go back and check that out. You know what I'm talking about? Before we do get started, make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, comment. If you like what you see, I've been seeing a lot of positive comments. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe, all of that, man. Tell a friend. I need for these to pop in order for me to keep dropping these for y'all, man. So if y'all like what y'all see, please do so. All right, everybody. So, pretty much as we saw in episode 1, where we left off, the car was completely stripped down. Every nut and bolt was gone, wires, lights, everything was gone. Everything, y'all. So say it with me, everything. Um, I wasn't expecting to go that far, but again, we're here, so it is what it is. Only thing that was left on that car was pretty much the seam sealer, which is whenever you put two major pieces of metal towards the end, and they fill it with that seam filler, man. But that was pretty much all that was left. Some more 57 Bel Airs were starting to come out. Started seeing cartoons with 57 Bel Airs starting to drop. You know what I mean? Now, this next phase, again, like I was telling y'all in episode 1, colors was all in my head. Whenever you start to build a car, y'all, keeping it real with y'all, colors is gonna keep changing. You know what I mean? So in episode 1, I wanted tan, not tan, I'm sorry, I wanted peach and brown. Now I'm on black with blue interior. I'm like, you know what? That would be funky to have a black car with blue interior. I've seen it before, but not a lot of people have it. You normally see black with red interior. So at this point, I'm like, yo, let's do blue interior. I ain't even gonna lie. I was on it for maybe about a week, and I got a homie named Emmanuel. Shout out to E out in Georgia, man. And that's another thing, real quick too. I like to add stuff in. If y'all helped me out with this build, if y'all sold me parts, if we had a good rapport, I'm shouting you out in a positive light. If you shitted on me, you know what I mean? If something went bad, I'm gonna talk about you in a negative light on this. You know what I mean? Because I've been holding this in for a long time. As of right now, my man E out in Georgia, he was like, because I didn't tell too many people about the build, but I told my man about the build. He knew about everything of this 57 piece by piece. And I was like, bro, I need this color. Like, I need the right color because it can't be something that everybody else has got. It has to be right. And out of nowhere, because he was towing stuff, he was driving trucks, and out of nowhere he hits me up and he's like, bro, I think I found the color for you. And he sends me a picture of this BMW at like some lot. And I was like, yo, I've never seen that before. And I was like, yo, I need to find out more about this color. So before we get more into this color, due to the time frame, again, I'm letting y'all know about where we are. New Year's is in 2019. Happy New Year. Happy belated New Year, everybody, right? So I'm out in the streets. I'm out in my lifted dually. You know what I mean? Cali broker on the side, repping big.
What's up, Cali boy? How we feeling today, my boy?
Ain't no, homie. Hey, Happy New Year.
Hey, that's likewise, my boy. Happy New Year. Hey, you're in your life, folks, right? That's right, Cali boy. Look at him. That's right, boy. Looking good, looking good. Look at this motherfucker. Look at him. All brand new, folks. All brand new.
You know what I mean? People showing love out in the streets. Now, this is around the same time R. Kelly was in his last days of seeing freedom.
This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. And y'all trying to kill me.
The rage, the crying.
So now New Year's is over and I'm back on my grind because again, as y'all can clearly see, my 57 is moving. It's looking like I'm about to hit the summer of 2019. So I'm going straight to the dealership. I went straight to my nearest BMW dealership and lo and behold, y'all, no joke. As soon as I pull up, they had one of these BMWs in this color on the lot. I couldn't believe it. I run up and if you look at the video, if you look at the picture, you actually see one of the salesman's shoes. And he was like, yo, hey, can I interest you in this car? And the whole time I'm like, man, fuck that car. Homie, what's up with this color code, right? So we go inside, we go to the counter. I finally get the color code for it. And I'm like, yo, that's all I need. My man is like, that's all you need? You don't want to test drive a BMW? I'm like, nah, big homie, I'll pass on that for now, but maybe next time, right? So I finally get this color. Now this is around the same time that I do the feature for Kay. She just dropped it. She just dropped her 6'4" Impala on New Year's. This is around the same time I'm like, yo, it's time to go ahead and start going into the motor, which is what my painter's telling me. Let's start working on your motor. I want to come with something funky. I do not want a carbureted motor. I don't want no OEM motor in my car. I don't want to pack no gas. I want to turn the key and it fires right up and do numbers, right? So I'm like, you know what? I want to go hard with this car. I don't want to just be mediocre with it. I want to do something big. All my life, I've always wanted some type of a big motor. So I went with the LSA supercharged motor. Found it on eBay. The rest is history. Went ahead and clicked buy now. Had it shipped out, right? Now, keep tabs on what I just said. It's like January 2019, I purchased my motor. Another disclaimer that I want to say in this is no shots to my painter or I'm not trying to bring negativity. I do want people who are watching and people who've never built and they want to build, or people who can relate to me, to understand hiccups happen, okay? But I just want you to remember, January, I purchased this motor. We'll get back into that later. So now around the same time frame, I'm seeing a few more belairs. I got to keep tabs on all belairs. I'm studying them like hawks. I need to know who's out there and what they're doing. So boom, January 2019, I get my car back from sandblasting. Again, my car is moving. Stuff is not playing. Stuff is moving. So I get my car back, everything's sandblasted. We get to see what's really underneath the paint. We get to see what the metal's looking like, what needs attention, what does not need attention. The car is actually pretty good. It's actually really solid to be, a car all the way back from 1957. So obviously the next phase of this is to start getting into the frame. You gotta work on the foundation of it before you start going up. You know what I mean? It starts as far as working on body and so forth. So we're working on the frame. I'm not doing a full wrap frame. I'm more of a lay and play type person. I'm not a person to be out there hopping, hitting back bumper. I never fronted to y'all. You know what I mean? I just want my car to lay. I'm from the old school, so I just wanted to lay low and scrape the ground. My man's working on it. He's got real nice wheels on there. You know what I mean? I call them Southside wheels. You know what I mean? And everything is looking good.
Tell Wells Fargo, they ain't got. Hey! We got all the nickels over here, man. We got all the motherfucking nickels over here, man.
Now, around this time frame, again, since I'm keeping it real, and things are going to fall into place later on, I keep seeing hurricanes. Hurricanes keep grabbing my eyes. I don't know what it is. I'm like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice. We'll get into that a little later. But this car keeps grabbing my attention. Next, I'm looking into what other motors guys with 1957s are running. And now at this point, I'm noticing that there's a lot of guys who have supercharged motors in 1957 Bel Airs. I'm like, oh, okay. Because me, I kind of don't want to do what everybody else is doing, but it happens that way. And especially due to the time frame, eventually everybody's going to start doing it. You know what I mean? Even if you try to call it early, again, for those of you who are trying to build, you can have an ideal, and before you drop, somebody else takes off with it. You know what I mean? Pal. So right about now, we're getting getting new parts for the car. This is pretty much y'all going to be like a brand new 1957 Bel Air. Everything new. You know what I mean? You know that song by Big Timers? Everything real big. Hey, everything brand new, right? Getting new stuff, new floors. My suspension is getting done. My molding and everything is getting done. Everything is starting to come together. I'm like, man, this is really happening. I'm excited. I can't wait. Then we get into my frame. As you can see here, my bridge and so forth is starting to get done. Some more reinforcing, mocking up for the rear end and so forth. But I need for y'all to check the date of this and remember this also. Again, there's no shots to my painter, anybody who's involved. I need for everybody to understand what happened during that time frame, what's going to happen, what did and did not happen. I'm telling y'all what really happened as far as my build. So those of you who's wanting to build, who's building like me, who's thinking about building, or people who's gotten to the finish line, y'all can relate. when y'all are building something, I see where I went wrong. I'm gonna more or less blame myself. I'm not blaming anybody else. Again, I'm not throwing shots at my painter. I see where I went wrong, being eager and ready to take off. When this picture is taken, I always said from the get-go, I want a 4-link and I want my frame C-notch because I want to lay low. Again, I'm old school. I like my cars to lay hard. I'm not into high lockups, all that craziness. When I pull up, I want to drop it to the ground, hop out like a superstar, and call it a day. So again, remember this date. It's like January 2019 or so. I said I wanted a 4-link and a C-notch. But like I was telling y'all in episode 1, around the same time frame, because my car was moving quick, I got a picture of the car with completely no floors around the same time frame. My painter at that time had said, yo, trust the process. It's going to lay low. It's going to do what it wants to do. Now, if you're keeping up with what I've already been telling y'all, I just purchased a LSA motor, right? I want everything upgraded. I don't want leaf springs in the rear. It just doesn't sound right to have a supercharged motor with leaf springs. Again, this is for myself, speaking out loud, because I see now where I went wrong. Just putting it out there so everybody can see it. So I saw the picture of my car with no floors, and I'm like, oh man, it's really going down. Like, this car, if this person doesn't know what they're doing, it's pretty much scrap. It's paperweight. You know what I mean? Like, this is serious business. I got no floors in my car. You know what I mean? The painter that I went through, I actually did not know anything about him. I was referred to him, again, just eager to whoever can take this car immediately. But the car is moving so fast that I'm like, there's no time to complain and go back. The floors gets put in there. It seems like another week it went by. Keep in mind, I'm tossing over $1,000 plus a week to get this car built. So stuff is moving quick. Yeah, y'all heard the number right. You know what I mean? Like, this is a big dog build. There's nothing small about it at all. I'm not trying to brag. I'm letting y'all know everything exactly how it happened. So my floors are starting to get put in. My car is starting to get put back together. Things is looking up. My body marries the frame again, y'all. I'm like, okay, this is what it's about. It's starting to come together. I can see my vision starting to come about and so forth, and I'm hyped. I'm like, man, this is it. Now, this is on a time frame that I'm literally just starting What's in Your Garage. I'm literally about episode 2 with Long Beach Lloyd when I get a picture of the floors and everything starting to come back together. So that y'all know about the time frame. Y'all can go back and check those videos, What's in Your Garage, on my channel. This is about the same time frame that I'm getting pictures of Midnight Love updated. So remember, I sold my 1963 Impala, which is Midnight Love 63. The new owner doesn't want it to look nothing like what it used to look like because he wants his own identity. I don't know what happened here. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That was high lockup, chrome wheels. It just became something completely different. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It was actually really, really big disappointment for me. Because I know people has always asked me, how do you feel about that? Like, I would have never done that. But again, the car was sold. You can do whatever it is you want to do to it. Neon red lights and so forth. I would have never done that. I don't know who has the car now. That car is sold so many times. I've never seen it. It could be orange at this point. I have no idea. So now I'm in the streets. Man, I'm hustling. I'm doing me. I'm shaking hands. I'm meeting new people.
Caliboy in the building.
What up, y'all? Hey, if y'all ain't here, you're missing out.
Let's say hello to Germany.
Oh, hey, what's up, Germany? Holla at your boy.
Let him know, nigga, your boy has just been branded. This nigga made me wait all motherfucking weekend.
Oh, that's how we gonna do?
I got to do it. He made me wait all weekend for my shit. I got one at home. I don't even want to put on the car. We got 2 cars, nigga.
What's up, Cali boy? Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Boys from Florida, don't forget about you, dog. We got love for you down here in the South.
My car is coming back together. Things are really looking up. I'm like, man, my car is really moving. I remember telling my dad, I was like, yo, this guy's the truth. Like we're busting this car out. Like it's coming. Like I think I'm telling a little stuff on Instagram. Like yeah, like I'm coming, y'all. Be ready, right? Because the whole process of the build was not supposed to be. I did not want to be over a year. I was willing to take a break from lowriding for a year, and shit went left. Y'all can tell. You know what I mean? Again, this is for whoever's watching. Things happen. Not blaming anybody. Things just happen. It was only supposed to be a year. So now we're getting into, anything internally that needs to be fixed before we start getting into body. So my lower rockers needed some attention. Some issues towards the trunk area needed some attention. And we're working on all of that. Everything internally, anything behind something that you can't see, everything is getting done brand new at this point. This is around the same time that I'm actually filming my man, and I'll bring this up again later. Remember this. I'm filming my man Boxer for What's in Your Garage. Pow! I got that color, y'all. Not playing with y'all. I purchased it. My man went to go spray a sample panel because now what I want to do is I want to start working on what colors my top is going to be, what color the interior is going to be, typical build stuff. Obviously, yeah, you found a color, but what's going to go with this color? One thing about this color, y'all, I don't know if y'all have noticed, is it changes colors hard. One light, it looks this way. No light, it looks this way. Certain angles, it looks this way. It's trippy. So like even right now in the day, the color looks different than how it did that night. That's crazy.
It's a hard call, man. It's a super hard call.
I'm gonna say, see if she's got the cloth material. So now I'm in town visiting, you know what I mean? I'm out in this area frequent. You know what I mean? I'm like, let me go check it out, man, because I now, because it went from, getting pictures every week to being like, hey, I want to check it out. Brought my camera, it's starting to come together. The fenders is back on. My man is working on gaps. He's working on, any type of metal that needs attention. The frame is on there. It's a beautiful thing. It's coming together, and I can't believe it.
On the chrome.
I got a guy out by me to be doing like the triple chrome and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So worst case, I can just come pick it all up, or unless do you know somebody out here?
No, we ain't got. Boy, we ain't
Okay,
got, we from California shit. We ain't got nothing here. Shit.
Yeah, no, I got a guy. I can take it off and have it nice and triple chrome. Won't be no flaws in it. Man. Probably don't even remember this is the same car that she was sitting in.
Remember the blue car, baby?
This is it.
This is it. But they changed, they're not changing the color.
seats. See?
Remember you're sitting in the car with Daddy? The blue one? Mm-hmm. This is it.
Man, that's
We're
crazy.
gonna do a different color though. Rainbow? It's not gonna be rainbow.
Did she say rainbow?
Yeah. She said what about rainbow?
Did she? That's the color right there, mommy.
This is the color. This is the color of the car, baby, see?
Oh,
yeah.
I want to be in it. Show me.
Huh?
Says show me. I want to be in it. Before and after.
Let's take a picture then.
Sure.
Dang, man, that's crazy. Even my dad, when he hit me, he's like, man, you do some good work. I wonder if it's all the Elko. He didn't say nothing about that.
Oh yeah.
Waiting on this piece to come too. So
Yeah, I
once
seen
piece-
that.
It's just too brought it out. That's where they did a lot of bull crap, man.
Mickey
Put all
Mouse.
the tape in it. You saw
Yeah, I
the
saw
tape.
that and then painted over it.
Boy.
Man, it'd be like that. Oh, the bridge, get that. Uh-huh. The trippy part, y'all, is me and my son, neither one of us had hair. Like, we was completely short hair, Caesar style, like Billy Ocean working on waves type stuff. You know what I mean? And now me and my son both have long hair. Like, it's crazy just how long and how fast things go. Like, it seems, talking about it, it was a long time ago, but man, it's like it seemed like it was just yesterday. So about the same time frame, I am filming Jim Brown from Vegas. One love, shout out to y'all. And when I was doing Jim, he actually had a two-part feature because I was doing What's in Your Garage for him, and I was working on Palm Trees and Switches Volume 3, which is my third DVD that actually never came out. I got the two, I never dropped my third one. Just, I mean, I still have footage of stuff that never came out. There's people that I no longer, I guess, speak with, that they might feel a certain type of way to where they might have thought that I was blocking them, not wanting to put the footage out. But there's other stuff also, y'all, that never came out. I just never got around to it. Ended up getting too busy. Stuff was going on in my life. Cali Broker was jumping. I just never got to it. The DVD era really had just ended. Like, it was just like one day it was up and then it just dropped. It was like, who's buying DVDs, right? If you ask me, I'd rather do DVDs because we can get way more creative, use music, do everything we want to do, and it can drop the way we want it. YouTube is a little more watered down. They'll block everything. Like, just with Jim Brown's feature, it's still up on YouTube, but you won't hear it with music because I use Cameo back and forth. To this date, that's still my favorite video of all time. Like, I just feel like I did my best work on that video edit because it was just, it went with the beat and I saw it all in my head. As y'all can see, there's a picture. That's my dad, me, and my son, man. That's 3 generations right there, man. That's just something that I wanted to slide in there real quick because my dad actually was in this area at the same time we was filming. So now we get into, I was filming my man, Harley D. I was filming his What's in Your Garage. Make sure y'all check that out, man. It was an awesome episode. We was drinking, we was tipsy, it was funny, it was a good day, life was good. We filmed that episode, and man, we were getting ready to go to the homie's house. We were out in the streets, hitting switches. Got to his house, and obviously y'all know I'm always on Instagram. I live on there. I saw this post that said Nipsey passed away. I told my people right away, I was like, yo, man, they're saying Nipsey passed. And let me tell y'all the craziness of social media. My man, Harley D, literally put in a phone call to one of his people in LA. We're deep in the IE, by the way. He put in a call to my man and to one of his people in LA. And he literally told us play by play what was going on as it was happening with Nipsey. I kid y'all not. Y'all, this is not one of those moments to joke over. We literally knew Nip had passed away before social media had even put it out. He literally was like, bro, he just took his last breath. Like, it's done deal. And it went from being a beautiful day just that fast to, man, I'll never forget it. My heart sank. I felt some type of way. I just wanted to go home. Man, I'm being 200 with y'all. I just wanted to go home. I told my son, I texted him immediately. Me and my son Malik, we loved us some Nip, man. Nip was one of those dudes, man. He was, man, I loved him because his business ethic, how he moved, what he accomplished, man, was through the roof. Anybody who's a real hustler can't do anything but respect for this man. He wasn't a bandwagon Nip fan, because I know all kinds of people who came on board after him passing. Shout out to my man Artie too, by the way. I really knew about Nip, all his mixtapes. I followed this man. I seen this man grow. And I know I can't change the world. I know people aren't going to listen to me. But we got to stop. We got to stop this BS, man. This is dedicated to my fellow black people. Other races, man, you know, salute to y'all. I love y'all too. But I got to talk to my own kind right now. We got to do better. Every time tragedy happens, we always say, this has to stop, this has to stop. When are we going to stop it for real? Because somebody like Nip was not supposed to be touched in my eyes. There should have been a force field around that man at all times. That hurt me. That day hurt me. I remember putting up a post, and I was like, yo, I can't believe y'all. This man was doing numbers, and he was doing big things. And just like that, it ended. One thing that I need to get out there, y'all, is material things is cool. It's nice to have nice things. It's nice to chase your dreams and get what you want in life. But life is worth so much more than anything around. To my fellow black people, if we stop going at each other and start helping and supporting each other, I promise you we'll all get there. You don't have to be jealous. You don't have to hate. We can all get there if we all realize our strength and how powerful we really are. It's going to happen again later on with more rappers, and it sucks. Because at the end of the day, we are our own worst enemy. It's already hard enough to be a black person in America. I'm not shitting on any other race. Y'all, you know, again, I love y'all. But right now, and I said this in one of my videos not too long ago, where I said I was like hiding cars and so forth. One day I woke up and I was like, something told me to just point the camera towards me and just start talking. I don't know why. And this is one of those moments where I'm like, even if only 2 people hear this and listen, that's more than 0. We can all get it. I promise y'all, the person that y'all can't stand is the person you need to get to where you're going. I don't know when we're going to realize this. I don't know what needs to happen. But we got to stop the violence. We got to start working with each other and finding our strengths and positives and helping each other grow, because we all can get it. This is for Nip. Rest in peace, big dog. So, again, we're getting to that point to where we're going to start wrapping it up for episode 2. Episode 3, I'm going to start getting into my car starting to look like a lowrider, sitting on 13, sitting low, starting to look like what I got envisioned in my head. Some crazy stuff is about to happen in episode 3. It's time to start bracing yourselves. It's time to put on your seatbelt, put on your big boys and girls pants, because it's coming. I'm doing more research. I'm finding that there's more belairs with big motors in them. So my ideals of having a big motor and a lowrider is now pretty much out the window because everybody else is doing it too. I know there is others, but I have my own envision of myself busting out with a supercharged motor. My motor is supposedly on the way. More things is going to start happening. But yeah, we're going to get into that episode 3. I appreciate y'all for checking me out. Again, make sure y'all share, like, subscribe, tell a friend, post it on your story. Caliboy's coming back. The making of Caliboy's Lowrider.